Hey guys, it's your boy Zob. We are back with another YouTube video, and in this video we're going to talk about a little bit about technical analysis. In this series I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I look at when I'm going into a trade, and a lot of my friends ask me what are some of the things that you look for or how can we get started. So this series I will try to upload every weekend, and slowly but surely you guys will be able to draw your support lines, resistance lines, and stuff like that. So that being said, today's video is all about support and resistance levels. You can take this video and you can draw your support and resistance level on any lines, on any graphs, on any charts. I use it for Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, Microsoft, AMD, Apple, Amazon, you name it. They work for mostly all stocks. And this is just one of those things that you're going to have to test out and see if this works for you. Very, very high level, basic technical analysis skills, your support and your resistance. People use it in supply and demand. And this is something that you can use in your trading. And this is something that I also use in my trading. So that being said, we are going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and share out my screen here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen out. As you guys can see on the screen here, we have the Nvidia graph. We can also do SPY, we can also do Microsoft, AMD, but I just cleaned up Nvidia a little bit, so we're gonna do Nvidia. So let's talk about support and resistance. So open up a graph. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to your daily time frame. You want to go to your daily time frame, and this doesn't need to be difficult. This doesn't need to be hard. It has to be very, very simple. All you want to do is you want to take a look at your chart and you want to see where did the price get rejected. Okay, so where did the price get rejected? That's what you're looking for. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. This is good enough. This is good enough. All right. So this is the chart. This is for today. It's live trading. It is 12:08 here. So this is what you are looking for. So where did the price get rejected? The rejection is basically a price. The graph goes to a certain point and it comes right back down. So I'm just going to go ahead and start drawing the little spots where the price got rejected for. And so there we go. Draw one. This is where the price got rejected. It came up here and it fell back down. Okay. Came up here, fell back down. Came up here, fell back down. Came up here, fell back down. This is also one. This is also one. And you can get granular if you want to, but what we are looking for are the major price points where, oh, you could clearly see a chart. The price went up. It touched that price point and it came right back down. So those are ours done. Now we're going to do something, the similar thing. We're going to look for support. Now what support is basically the opposite of this. So where did the price touch at the bottom for it to go back up? So we draw them here. So it came back down and then it bounced from the bottom, right? So here, bounce from the bottom here. Here. That's the very first thing you do. That's the very first thing that you want to look for are these support levels and your resistance levels. Now comes the fun part. Now you have to draw horizontal lines where it touches 3 or more circles. Okay, so let's start with our resistance first because those are the ones we draw first. I'm going to go ahead and take a horizontal line here. This is trading view. This is the Apple trading view. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. So the first line I'm going to draw is the all-time high. I'm just going to draw a line over there. What I do is I try to do all-time high and all-time low. And I'll get back to you and tell you why is that, okay? Then I'm going to draw one line over here. Okay, I'm going to draw one line over here. Okay. And I'm going to draw another line over here. Okay. Now this is only touching one spot. The reason why I drew it here is because this was the all-time high for the longest time up until recently. Literally May 25th. And then it skyrocketed. So I drew a line here. And then, you know, we would draw, got rejected here. Maybe here. Maybe here. 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 Possibly here. And here. All right. Very high level, very rough, you know, nothing crazy. So this was your daily time frame. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It was very very rough, not perfect. So now what you want to do is you want to go back to your 4-hour time frame. And this is where it gets interesting. You draw your line. I actually drew line for support and resistance at the same time. It was just draw the lines for your support and resistance. And when you come to your 4-hour time frame, okay, now this is where we start to get a little bit more granular. So we're going to take this. I'm going to just fix this. Make sure you're touching the all-time high here. Now I'm going to start cleaning this up. I'm going to start deleting these up. And then you're here. Touch this right here. And this line, I drew it because it's touching all-time high here. So I'm just going to draw. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Just so it's touching, you know, more than one spot. It's touching this guy and this guy. You know, and then bring it up here. So this line is touching 1, 2, 3, you know, and there's a little support right here to touching this too. So 4. This is also a good line. I'm going to make it move it up a little. This is a resistance. It went back up to this. It bounces. And over here, this was a support. So actually, now that I'm looking at this, one thing that you have to understand is when you're drawing these charts, previous support can become the new resistance and previous resistance can become the new support. So that's something that you have to keep in mind when you are drawing these lines. And this is how your plays are going to be made. So just here, drop here. There you go, bounced off of these lines multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over here, it was a resistance. So see, there's a support. Here's just a resistance line. You know, it's not perfect. If you want it to be perfect, there you go. Make it down a little bit. This is a good spot. Okay. This guy right here. So we can, this is good. 1, 2, 3. So support here, resistance here, resistance here. This is a good line. Resistance here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a good line. And then you would come up here. Resistance here, support here, support here. Once again, previous support can turn into a new resistance. Previous resistance can turn into a new support, right? So very high level. So you draw your lines, right? You drew your lines. You are good to go. Now you want to come to the 15-minute time frame. Now you are, okay, whoa. Now these are getting bigger because you drew them at that large scale. Now you want to see what's happening with the price point with the past recent days. Because obviously you're on a daily chart, you're not going to care about like what's going on down here. Your price is up here. So you're going to go on an hourly or 2-hourly or the 15-minute. I like to draw some of the lines on 15-minute. Time frame, and basically this is what it is. So here are your support resistance line multiple times. You can see there was a support. Maybe you could bring it down a little. This was a nice support. I have to tweak these up now a little bit. This is a pretty good line right here. Another line, you could probably draw one down here like this. That's pretty decent. And so this is how you draw your support and resistance line. So how do you make plays with these lines, right? So for instance, I'm looking at this chart right here. I'm going to go to the 2-minute mark. I have some of these lines here. I'm looking at this, and how would you draw? So I have now from the daily chart, this is the line that was here. If I was to trading this today, what I would look for is this. Okay, this would come down to this point, and I would probably look for a long position, stop loss over this part. So this is Nvidia, so this would be my position. Like if I was trading Nvidia today, very high level, this is what I would look for if I was strictly just talking about support and resistance lines. So what we're gonna do is make sure your risk and reward ratio is good. Mine is 1 to 2 for the most part, most of my trading. And then I will just sit, and I will wait for this to come back down here, and I will just wait for the bounce. If this drops underneath it, I'll stop out of my position. So very high level, this is how you make your support and resistance lines. They are very helpful and a very basic strategy in terms of how do you want to trade. Super powerful, and I use them to this day. Most of the people that I know who trade, they use it to this day, and this is the very basic fundamental of day trading. Your support lines and your resistance line. Make sure this is the first thing you do every time you pick up a stock, and just kind of see what happens in between these lines. Sometimes they're not going to make sense, and just go back and take a look and see why are they not making sense. Hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please comment down below. Hit a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading educational videos every week. I will be uploading my trading videos every day. So hopefully you guys like what I have to offer. And yeah, happy trading. Have a good day. Bye-bye.